the Purple Heart. It's in the mail. So don't worry about that. It's in the mail, guys.
Text of what we're saying, that is also true. Forgetting the names of fallen compatriots on podcasts, and I've done hundreds.
I hated this part.
By 2008, 2009, I couldn't go to the JFK Memorial on Fort Bragg anymore because we were having funerals every single weekend. And that sucks, man. That it's like a knife straight to the heart. And when you're having Memorial Day and I can't remember their names, I sit down and try to jot the names. And I'm on a podcast, there's lights on, and then I forget one of those names. Yeah, it freaking sucks. And for you to insinuate that I don't care about them, fuck you.
All right, stop.
Hey, pause it right there. I got something to say.
Yeah, all right.
I love the fact that he never fucking also mentioned their names. Still, goosebumps. He didn't go, I remember them now. It was so and so. It was just fuck you.
I don't like what he's implying here, and this is clearly like appealing to a moral authority. It's like this is not what they're questioning. This is not what we're implying here. It's just simply saying that what you're saying is not adding up. But again, as long as you can fall back on the I am like sincerely offended, how dare you accuse me of not caring? It's like, look, Tim, again, these are the words that you said. This is not us making, or not you, especially you did your research. It's not anybody making this up about you because we're not sitting here trying to tear the guy down.
People might think this is nitpicky. You better believe this is not nitpicky. Words matter. I think it's funny in that he says his fallen compatriots, which could be anyone, like friends, like people you went to Q course with. I can't remember the name of all the guys that died from my Q course. Like I can't. When he was on the Sean Ryan show, he said of my fallen teammates, and this may not again like translate well to everyone else. ODA guys, Special Forces guys, the word teammate absolutely means something. It means something very, very, very specific. It is your teammates. There's not another guy on another ODA that's like, oh, that's my teammate. No, he's on another ODA. So when you say that you can't remember the names of your fallen teammates and that sucks, that's what it was about. You said teammates, which he always loves to sensationalize things. So when you say teammates, that means guys you work with, you saw your friends die next to you on target. That is wildly different than a guy that I kind of knew, served with, went to school with him, this and that. And for him to blame lights on a podcast to be...
He was on television.
To be...
Bro, you were on Hunting Hitler. Don't act like you are not familiar with the settings of having some lights and a microphone shoved in your face. You do a lot of podcasts. I'm
He's
sorry,
seen a camera a time or two.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, you're either this big, amazing badass that in the face of danger, nothing bothers you, and you've seen teammates die, and you're the man. He claims to be like, don't even talk to me about PTSD. I don't even know what that is. And then to sit here and tell me that lights on a podcast will let you forget dead teammates' names, that's one of the weakest, biggest cop-out arguments on there. And for him to say F you twice to me about it, if we weren't being professional, there's a lot of times during this, I should have been the one saying that to him. But I kept it professional. I'm gonna keep it professional, even though what he did to try to throw it back at us and make it seem like I'm just mad about it.
He knows what he's doing, though. He knows what he's doing.
Ready?
Yeah, and I can keep going and going and going. But no matter how many things there are, and no matter how many answers I give, there will never be enough for some people. There'll always be about, what about this? Or what about that? So I'm just going to stop here. It's shameful, and I think it's disgusting.
He's right about
when somebody's pretending to be in wall high ground, but they're attacking other veterans. That is really just financial.
I'm so tired of hearing this. Veterans
they're doing this
veterans
to make
thing.
money. They're doing this,
too much.
and they're attacking specific
Doesn't have
people,
anything
like
to do with
Joshua Willing,
finances.
who's an amazing leader, who's an amazing person that put all of his faults into his book. That is exactly what I did with my book. That book is a history of faults. And the person I was in the Creek gang.
I just want to know. You know what my son does when he lies? He does this. Fold out his fingers. could be a complete coincidence, but this whole time he's doing this with his fingers. But I'm a cop, so I look for things when I talk to people, and you start picking up on things. When he, like I said earlier, when he said, and that's what happened. Like I don't need. You just told me what happened. You don't need to reiterate. That's what happened. It kind of goes without saying. But anyways, keep going.
In the first chapters, is not the same person that went to Iraq. That was not the same person that went to Afghanistan, and that was not the same person that after I came back from the Valley of Gap went to Afghanistan again to help during the evacuation. There's been an adaptation, and not that I've evolved in any way, shape, or form. So I tell you what, I'm not a hero. I am not perfect. I'm absolutely a failure in more ways than I can count. But I'm trying to help people, and I'm never going to use my platform to attack people. I'm never going to use this platform to disparage a combat veteran. I'm going to keep doing the best I can with the resources I have to help as many people as I can, but I'm not just going to sit here and let people tell lies, take things out of context, paraphrase things that
he's just trying to
how I
kind of
meant
cloud
them
it up.
or what I said. I'm not going to attack anybody. I'm not going to lash out.
Music back.
I had a ton of people reach out with dirt, right, about the podcasters.
That's a nice
And I'm
little
not
subtle
going to air
threat
it,
there.
and I don't need
That's
any
a
of
nice
them,
little
so
subtle
stop
threat.
sending it to me. I realize that there's a lot
Oh
that
my
doesn't
God.
matter. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to continue to try to help each other. We're going to try to continue to make America healthy.
Now he's
try
trying to take
make
that coaching
continue
position.
to be the
Bring it
greatest
in,
country
guys.
that's ever
Listen
existed.
up.
And I want everybody to stay safe, and I want everybody to stay free.
Thanks, Tim.
That was like 45 seconds of just bullshit. I'm sorry.
Well,
it
you
just
nailed
wasn't.
it. You said you
Again,
don't get to resort to that, Tim. Stop it.
It's
Stop
just-
the helping veterans.
You're trying to bring in the emotional aspect of it. When you do that, it's a clear sign you've lost. You lost the argument. You lost the debate when you were trying to appeal to emotion. It doesn't work. But the thing is, though, like you said before, when you've got a massive following of civilians, they're going to buy into this. They're going to see this. They're going to understand it. It's going to resonate. And that's what he knows this. He knows this.
We go through this every time. We've only done this a few times. Only a few have warranted it. That the old veterans can't attack veterans, and we'll say it again. The only people that can hold veterans accountable are veterans. That's not. So basically, what you're saying is, once you get in the circle, and once you get in the circle, you can say whatever you want
100%.
for money, fame, notoriety, and you're a veteran, so you are above board because you served. And now somehow we're the bad guys to say no. Integrity still matters.
Yeah.
It 100% matters. Stolen valor matters. You can't say that I won valor awards on every
there was
combat
that.
rotation I've
There was that.
ever been on and not have a single valor award. It matters.
It does.
And for you to say, oh, just stop tearing down veterans. Get out of here.
Because where
Brent.
does it stop?
Brent,
Where does it stop? I mean, if people keep doing it.
I have to admit, I need you to go to the Instagram chats, Drew. I have to admit something to you, Brent.
Okay.
There was a publication done about me.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it said that I did 2 combat deployments. Unfortunately, this was inaccurate, and I did not correct the issue, and that's the dirt that Tim has on me. I did not do 2 combat deployments. My son Eli has since been fired from the syndicate, but that's what happened. So I just want to get out in front of it.
Okay. Writing down here.
I have unpaid parking tickets. No, I'm playing.
Tyler Hoover episode next.
Oh, my God.
Going down, buddy. I'm gonna record it. You're not even gonna be here.
Everybody knows you got a list of names you don't use.
Oh my God.
So here's the other crazy thing that I knew was going to happen. A lot of people knew this was going to happen. I mean, Helen Keller could have seen this coming. Is that as soon as Tim does a response video on his socials, instantaneously the blue check mob circles the wagons.
Yep.
And you can go look at the comments itself, and it just feels like this is very repetitive. I have to bring this up, but this is a common defense that has been used a lot in similar situations like this. And you're going to see that when they are coming to Tim's defense. And here's the thing. That's what good friends do. Look, I get it, man. I do get it. Like, they're your boys.
I
but
disagree with that.
but I understand that if you're a friend, you hold each other accountable. So that's why I'm saying some people don't have that standard. And that's, I understand. I don't agree with it. But in those rebuttals, in those responses, I ask you to look into them, folks. And look, they only appeal to emotion. There is no refuting any of the facts. Literally, you read the comments. It's an appeal to emotion. Like, oh, it's just more vet-on-vet bashing. Why are we always holding each other down? Blah, blah. Again, it's just this.
I'll tell you why. financial ties.
100%.
It is guys with financial ties to Tim Kennedy, whether it be a book deal, whether it be the same ghost author on a book, whether it be we're on the same TV show, we're on the same network, we're in the same business together. Those guys, like you said, the blue check mark mafia, are the ones posting. And the one that disappoints me the most, Brent, is your boy.
Mandatory Fun?
Your boy, Mandatory Fun Day.
I've tried to write him because I follow him. I think he's hilarious, and like what bad timing to hitch yourself to this wagon.
Yeah.
And then he weighed in on the on the comments. Like, again, I'm gonna assume that you think you're doing some sort of good, but he did it blindly without knowing any of the facts. I know for a fact he didn't watch the podcast because if he would have, he wouldn't be doing
It
that.
makes you wonder what like Joe Rogan and Sean Ryan like, and I'm not blaming them.
Well,
Like, I am not blaming them, but it makes you wonder what's going to come of this.
Well, what's happening is people, the big ones, are like, let's start with the DOD and everybody moving forward all the way up to Mandatory Fun Day. He's the front lines of the Kennedy blue check mark guys. What's happening is the guys in the back are doing the Homer Simpson thing. They're leaving these guys
There
out
are
on the
certain
front lines.
figures in the community that are not saying anything, and it's like, bro, your silence is deafening. Like,
You
your
need to get
silence is
they
deafening.
need to get their boys like in check. Like, yo, stop defending him, stop defending him. And they're just going out here blindly defending him.
Hey, there's almost 7,000 people watching this.
wow.
We have, I don't know, whatever, 80,000 subscribers.
Plug your OnlyFans. Plug your OnlyFans.
Someone knows them. Someone knows Mandatory Fun. Reach out to us. Like I want to say, I do. I want to talk to him and save him from himself.
He's been patched into the BRCC community. He's very proudful of that. He's in all of their things. He's in everything. He's wearing the hats. Like, he's
That's
now
fine.
a grease guy, and he's gonna have to be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, because, and I'll go ahead and anyone who we're ahead of the but you didn't like the whole trust me bro. The trust me bro thing that they say we're doing. A DD214 isn't a trust me bro.
No,
Using Tim's words, his own words, like isn't a trust me bro.
That's a legally binding document. That is a legally binding document.
So
can't get jobs done.
the best thing that could have happened to us was him doing this rebuttal and not coming clean, because a bunch of guys who said, "Hey, I'll absolutely give you information, but man, I'm not willing to come on a podcast, and I'm not. Yeah, I just want to be a quiet professional. I sure as heck I'm willing for you to take all these heat rounds, but I don't want anything to do with this. I mean, I'll just give you the information, and that's fine. Understand it." And then after Tim did not come clean in his rebuttal, those guys are like, you know what? Enough's enough. And guys are now willing to step up and come out. So we will have a podcast with,
That was gonna juicy one.
with the guys that were there on the ground. So when that happens, you can take that argument away. And if you think this is the only thing this is the only problem I have with them is that 3-hour podcast, we said it before. Are you going to do more podcasts? And I said, that depends on Tim. If Tim comes clean and says, man, I messed up. There's no reason to do more podcasts because you would be those guys then. Because you would be just kicking a guy while he's down for clicks.
Tim's going to ignore it. He's going to ignore it.
If he was to come clean, there would be no future episodes. But I'm telling you right now, there's going to be future episodes with his teammates, and there's 12 other chapters in that book. We've only covered 2. And if you think those 2 chapters were the only lives and the other 12 chapters are clean, well, we got some podcasts coming up for you.
There's firefighters wanting to come forward that are saying you think this is bad. You should look into his quote unquote fire shit show.
I've already talked to every firefighter he
Oh,
names
good
in
grief.
that book.
You're savage. Jesus.
I've been.
This is new to me. I didn't know this.
I will say this about Brent, and I'm not trying to like
You
scare
can
anybody.
check.
When you're on his radar, I've seen it. like everything else in your life kind of goes on pause for a minute.
Yeah, oh yeah, it consumes me. It does. It does. It consumes me. I hate to say it, like to the detriment of my business. It consumes me to the detriment of some of the nonprofit work that I try to do. It consumes me, and it wouldn't consume me if I'm pulling at strings, just like dead end. You're like, all right, well this is a no nothing. It consumes me when the more I pull. In fact, that string just didn't give me an answer. Like it gave me like 2 more questions. Like it just, it's been non-stop.
I didn't realize how much more there was outside of the original podcast that you've told me since I've been here.
You should read the book.
I don't want to.
So it's
I don't want you.
entertaining.
I don't want you to buy the book and support him, which is why I bought a used book from Amazon.
Oh, goddamn.
Because that way I didn't have to buy.
Bro,
buy a
I'm
new one.
sorry.
You can take that one home.
I don't think I can
Daddy
choke through
thinks
this.
of everything.
You can take that home.
This is look. I'm not trying to slant anybody. I just don't
a
read
guest
veteran
gift.
books. I'm not interested. And this is what we were talking about earlier in the podcast. I feel like this is why a lot of this flew under the radar for so long. Like
Absolutely.
how many veterans actually read this book?
None.
I
None.
didn't. And
I
it's
don't
not
know.
that it's like, oh, we don't care about the veterans. It's just we lived it, not 50 hand grenades worth of shit. But it's like we lived some like serious shit. So it's like, okay, I don't even like watching movies about our era of our war because it just doesn't appeal to me. So. Like, nobody read the book. And then when you actually did, it was kind of like, well, wow, it was just literal gold mine right there worth of lies.
Nobody from his Q course that's reached out to me has read the book. Nobody from his Iraq deployment, his SIF teammates have read the book. No one from that convoy read the book.
Did
No one
DOD
from
read the book?
his firefighter passed read the book. I can go on and on. That's always the common theme is usually, yes, I know him in the book. Did you read it? No, I didn't read the book. So I don't know how he's a New York Times bestseller. I haven't met anyone that's read the book besides me.
No, again, it's not veterans, it's civilians. It's
Civilians just eating it up.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to?
You want to try these super chats?
Yeah, I got some from the past, guys. Here's the thing. We're gonna miss some, and I am so sorry. We said 20 and above. We're gonna miss some of the $20 ones. The chat, we're retarded. The chat goes too fast. All right, I'm gonna go through some of them, and then if I saw TK on the street, I would shake his hand and then thank him for his service to our country, but tell him I was disappointed in the lies he told. He's still human. He just needs to own up. I think that's important to remember. That's fair.
Fact. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
100%.
I think it's
Howdy from Round Rock, Texas. Random super chat. Definitely
talking to the
my
mic
number
just a little bit
one podcast.
off of it.
Sorry.
No, there you go.
There you go.
Definitely my number one podcast. Highly respected integrity men have. Y'all make me laugh just as much as just in every episode. But Drew should get into comedy. Much love, y'all. Shut up. Don't give Drew.
Thank you. I'm doing it.
Brent Huberty. Tim Kennedy is the Timo version of Brent Tucker.
A team version.
TVU version.
Grand Plateau said,
Thank you,
when
Magnet.
Tim goes to the toilet, he asks his fans they want to hold his balls or wipe his beard. From love from England. I can't say your name, bro. Sorry. I paid $20 to tell you to tell John to stop talking so damn much.
I'm sorry. I know. Bro, I am so sorry. I know, it's just, I'm passionate about this too, but you've done so much respect to you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm yeah.
No, you're
I'll shut
fine.
the
You
fuck
didn't
up.
talk
I'm
too
sorry.
much. You didn't talk too much.
You can't offend me, man.
Tim didn't have clearance. This is from right-wing gun nut to go to where Brent went, son, period. That might be fair.
I love the we're jealous of Tim, and again, this doesn't come like I couldn't have gone any further in the military. There's nothing about we kept it just military.
Yeah.
There's nothing military wise I could be jealous.
It's a cop
of.
out.
TK, Brian Travis. TK can eat a big ol' scratchel of Richard. I don't know what any of this means. 20-year AF vet, Air Force vet, here with 3 Afghan deployments, active duty sheriff in North California. Love the show, boys.
Nice.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Vince Pennington. My great-grandfather, Buster Allen, has a Purple Heart from World War II. He was a dog handler and went into a real fucking grenade-tossing match on two Iwo Jima, lived till he was 94.
Nice.
He would call Tim a goddamn sorry-ass Brian son of a bitch.
Dadgum sorry ass lies.
The voice was perfect for it. That was a perfect voice.
If Tim's stories were true, he would embrace this vetting process. Tim's defensive posture tells it all. I like Tim, but if accountability is overlooked, then what the hell sets the standard?
That's right, nailed it. Thank you. You get it.
Whiskey Ranger, $50. Check that wedding certificate to match the dates with the class. Join the Patreon peeps. Help the channel. Thanks, bud. Marks, $50. $50 more if the middle guy shuts up.
I just keep talking. That way you guys keep getting paid. Coming back for next episode.
If the excerpts from the book you read, Tim admits he lied on other soldiers. Oh, you already read that one. Yep. Okay, that's all I have.
All right, Tim needs to fix this now, Cobb 12 by 12 says.
Yep.
That's a big truck. Not when he's retired and already made his money.
Yeah.
Credibility waits for nobody.
Yeah.
For show. Just Nate, how
Well
is
said.
Tim going to be a part owner? Thank you. How is Tim going to be a part owner of a company called Ranger Up and not know if he was the honor grad of Ranger School? Stop the cap. Cap. How old is he? Thank you, Justin.
He has kids.
All right.
got the
Yeah, I
phone.
got the same kids. Backman Union. The differences between Hunter Biden's laptops and Tim Kennedy's grenades, at least one of them actually exists.
Hi-oh.
You know, that's the same thing that Joe Biden said that, you know, they were picking on his son because of who he was. You know?
Jimmy Bob said if Tim didn't get treated for his wounds, how did anyone know? How did he know the shrapnel was 3 millimeters from his carotid artery?
Self-diagnosed.
So another commenter says Tim appeared on Liz Wheeler's channel today where they discussed how the attack on Tim Kennedy seemed to coincide with the one targeting Pete Hegseth currently.
Yeah,
They
somebody,
both speculate this timing wasn't a coincidence.
somebody said, idiot, you just spent $20 for something they already talked about.
But man, really, we're not that deep of thinkers. We really don't plan that well, guys.
But wait to, again, with Tim, way to attach yourself to another situation and be like, oh, we're the same.
Give
no,
us too much credit.
No.
There is an article in 2010 of Tim saying he has a bronze star in several combat tours. I believe it.
It's the vague language.
Yeah.
Several? What does several mean?
Exactly.
I have, yeah.
If you're
Well, I mean, one
working,
of his friends was out there actually saying that these Valorous Awards could also have included unit citations.
You know, do you want to
that's
talk
what
about
Blue
that?
Check
Dan
Mark
Holloway,
said.
yeah. So
Is
I
that
saw-
what Dan Holloway
That's
That's
said?
what Dan Holloway said.
said.
And it's like,
Can we
you see
pull that
it's-
up?
Yeah, bro. It's
All
on my
right.
Instagram stories.
It's on your Instagram story?
Yours?
All right.
Or no, I posted on Instagram.
I'm going to
there.
paraphrase this real
And I
quick.
hate having to be that
This
guy.
is worth talking about. And it's the old
God.
drinking bros are back with
Yeah.
and I thought he couldn't say
They
anything.
blocked us, by the way.
I couldn't
What?
think. Okay. I don't think he could have said anything dumber than when he said, "Well, if you can't militarize the cops, then who's going to answer the call to armed bank robbers?" And he said, "The military will." Craziest thing I think I've ever heard from a veteran or from any-
authoritarian, but okay.
and then he tried to say, well, the unit got, citation awards for the deployment and that those can count as valor medals. Absolutely no, they can't. Said no veteran ever. I don't even know if you're a veteran anymore, Dan. That's how crazy. That's how crazy that statement is.
This is what Dan
Obviously, I'm
said.
being facetious.
His words verbatim were, Valor Awards include unit citations. You know, it's really odd how much charity you give to the opinions of people who don't even know this guy. Honestly, total cuck behavior.
As you cluck to Tim Kennedy. As you cluck to Tim
When I
Kennedy.
read that, I was like, he didn't just do
Unit
this.
citations can count as valor awards.
But once again, the gray area.
No
the
one's
gray area.
that couldn't be any more categorically false. Valor
The sky
awards.
is red, guys. Stop being
Right.
cucks.
Valor awards are individual awards for valor and heroism.
Yeah.
There is no blanket award for valorism to a unit citation. That's so ridiculous.
God.
Oh, that one got me going.
Sendit says if you're working with a CIF, let alone Green, you aren't carrying all that shit. Shrek would say, fuck no. Also, you know these dudes better than your wife. You aren't forgetting names.
True. James Dela Cruz said, I read his other book, 50 Shades of Grenades.
There you go. 50 Shades. I couldn't hear you. You weren't in the mic.
Oh, sorry. His other book, 50 Shades of Grenades.
Oh my gosh. I've been waiting for that one. You got a good one coming up. All right. Hopefully we get up to it. Yes.
Rambo and Tim Kennedy walk into a bar. Rambo orders a drink. Kennedys order a camera crew to make sure everyone knows he was there.
The veteran community knows this.
Yeah,
The veteran
they're
community
coming.
knows
My
this.
goodness.
Damn.
All right. They're asking, is John McPhee legit?
Ooh, Brant being put on the spot. I love it.
Is he legit? Sure. He's legit. He was a Gulf Force operator, and after he left, he was on a SIP team. So, by the definition of legit, I believe those are facts. I believe he's legit.
All right. Nighthawk, thank you. He wants to hear me say
That's one way to put it.
Marika.
We gotta get a anti-hero shirt.
Yeah.
Marika.
All right. Parzival. Get Senior Chief on Don Shipley on.
You want to take this one,
Grandmaster
Tyler?
OG
Yeah, I'll take this
calling
one.
out stolen valor.
I will take this one. We invited Don Shipley on. We heard that he was a grumpy old man, but his emails were very short to the point. Okay, yes, it was very one worded, and then all of a sudden he sent an email saying, "I cannot come on your show." That was it. That was it.
I thought I know the SEAL community's tight. At the end of the day, I really thought Don Shipley was like, hey, we're in the same boat. Like like stolen valor
Yeah.
matters to
100%.
you, and it matters to us. But apparently, if that stolen valor is within the SEAL community, he's like, nope, won't acknowledge it. And I believe, this is opinion, he did agree to come on the show early on, and then someone told him, who we are, or
Who you were investigating.
or that we had done a Rob O'Neill episode, and then right after that, his tone changed immediately. But I would still have Don Shipley on to this day, because I'd ask him some tough questions, but I love what he does.
Yeah.
I love that. We're in the same boat, Don.
Scott Young, actual Brad, aka Brent. Seemed like you were going too far with this, but then I heard Tim claim to be a door gunner on an Apache gunship. That's going too far, stealing valor from real Apache door gunners. Got your back, Taylor.
You got that, Tyler? Oh, they're not gonna.
Everybody looked at us like, hey,
You
I
know
can't believe
what?
you say
You
that.
know
I
what's so
can't believe that.
fucking funny is that somebody came to my aid that next day and said, "Here you go," and sent me a picture of 2 Delta Force guys on the wings of a fucking Apache. And that's a Delta Force. It's a Delta Force. So
There's-
they were Delta Force. They were
there's-
Apache door gunners.
There's a good listener there that knows some of the details.
Oh, Plight Designs, we love you,
Plight
man.
Designs.
$50. He's got the goods.
Leave me alone.
He's so good. All right, Tyler who? I thought it was Tyler Girth. Lies.
It's in the episode.
Tyler
I'm
Girth
already-
with a Y.
I bet you like listening to Evergreen Terrace while you sit down and pee. Anyways, would you rather fight Mike Tyson in his prime for 2 minutes or have his lisp for the rest of your life?
Oh shit, that's a good question, John. That one's for you right
I
now.
can run for 2 minutes. I can outrun his ass for 2 minutes. I guarantee it. So yeah, I'd rather do that than no. Yeah, 100%.
I love
See that white boy run.
Yeah, I'll take that in. I'm stealing that answer. That's absolutely. I was actually going to go the other way with it for a second. I was
Really?
like, I don't know, getting knocked out isn't like the rest of your life thing, but I don't have to get knocked out.
I'm running.
I could run for 2 minutes.
Cobb 12 to 12, of all of Tim's grenades, who knew his book was the most destructive?
The internet never misses, dude. The internet.
That
never
does
misses.
it.
We have to do the fucking. See, all right, we have to do the Patreon giveaway.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, I have to call Vanessa.
You have to call Vanessa.
Yeah, she's doing it. She has the random generator for the. Because on Monday, people. Wow. Are you awake? Okay. So we're live. This is for the Patreon.
She's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for the Patreon of the. This is for a cloud flashlight, not an iCloud. You guys fucking roasted me in the Patreon.
Cloud defensive.
Cloud defensive flashlight. So, go ahead and use your random generator that you have to pick one of the one of the people in the
All
round.
right. We got 13 minutes. Let's go, Vanessa.
Okay, hi Brett. Hi, how are you? Hi John. Okay,
I'm doing
winner
good.
of the raffle weekly giveaway this week is Cody Seifert.
Cody.
Cody
Oh, nice.
Seifert.
Congrats.
Cody Seifert.
The big winner. Winner, chicken dinner.
All right, so we have his address on the thingamajig, so we'll send you the flashlight and possibly some other merch.
How did he win that, Tyler?
I don't know.
What do you mean? How do you win? It's a raffle.
Bro, I've got your friends sending me pictures of Tim
All right,
Kennedy's
thanks,
back
Vanessa.
in my Instagram DMs. What the hell is like, dude?
Hey,
This is you. Art. People are sending me Tim
How
Kennedy's
can
back.
people win
It's like,
stuff
where's
like
the
that in the
where's the
future,
scars?
Tyler?
They're in my DMs sending me like, where's the scars? It's like, I don't want to look at Tim Kennedy's back.
Gosh. Someone just said, hey, why don't you get Slade on? You know, Slade reached out to us, and I've met Slade before, but we're not good friends by any means. That was one of the original like GBRS guys. But he was a tier 1, you know, from the Navy. And I said, hey, let me know if you want to come on the show. I like to absolutely have him on. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a video
It's the
with
Whoopi
him and
Road.
his back.
Those Whoopi. Yeah, those things are actually awesome.
Yeah.
He's doing a commercial for Whoopi Road. Apparently, oh, there's Tim Kennedy. I can't No scars.
Right.
Looks like you would have purple heart.
Yeah. It's so crazy. The guy was in little shorts and at UFC and all sorts of things. It'd be so easy to see that. Although he said, just go back and watch it. You can't see it. Of course
saw
I
it?
went and looked.
Do what?
Right. There was a Whoopi, ad of him getting in a hot tub or a cold plunge or whatever he was getting in, and it had a clear picture of his back.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Google the from Bear Jews. Google the ranch house. I watch dudes do the shit Tim lies about. Fob halfway overran and 0 hand-to-hand. Everything from DSC and below awarded. Eric Phillips is the guy Tim wants to be.
That's the problem. Like you can't just like
Yeah.
you had an opportunity to be that guy. You can't just miss it and then and hey, let's be honest. Sometimes you don't. Maybe you could have been that guy, and the opportunity didn't present itself, and you couldn't be. Doesn't give you the creative liberty to turn yourself into that guy.
Well, people have been sending us stories also of individual combat incidents that were like Tim stole his story, our story for his, and they were just run of the mill infantry fucking ticks, or stories of valor, and they're like, this sounds oddly like Tim Kennedy's story, and it's like Tim's just going and finding stories and then just making him the main character.
I'd had a friend actually send me one of the sworn statements from one of the guys at the gate in Kabul. Like they actually did an investigation into this, and this was actually forwarded to me by an ODA buddy. Same thing, sworn statement talking about what they saw, what happened, and it wasn't what Kennedy was saying. Now again, I still have to chalk that up to devil's advocate. You know, sometimes people can hate on people, but at the same time, again, it's that gray area.
John, why are you tearing down veterans right now? Why would you even bring that up?
I'm
to
trying not to
question-
talk so much,
to
and when I do, I
question a
keep tearing
veteran?
down veterans. Christ, I don't stand a chance on this show.
Do better. Do better.
Sorry.
Always thought the stories were BS. Such much of this is from logistics to intel of an op falls under stupid levels of classification. Therefore, any story that comes out has gone through 20 years of D-class or it's fiction. Dean, we need
In the
FRCC
mic.
search and rescue roast.
In the mic.
The forgotten red-headed stepchild.
Talking to the mic.
Tyler, in the mic.
I'm sorry.
There you go. You have headphones on?
Yeah, I can hear myself.
But it might be just because I'm talking to my own head.
We need an FRCC search and rescue roast.
You're hardly in
You're doing good, bro. You're
Yeah,
doing
you're
good. You're doing good.
In the mic.
Hold it up right here. We're on it. Nowhere.
The forgotten redheaded stepchild of first responders.
Oh, search and rescue is a redheaded stepchild of first responders. Is that what they said? Not for long, buddy. We don't forget you guys.
He is Chuck Norris. Throws roundhouses for the grenade throws. Unrelated to TK, but all three of you guys have a following and help vets. Can you help let the world know about the Major Richard Starr Act Congress doesn't have money for? The Major Richard Starr Act. So the problem with super chats is that when people go to do them, no, they don't cut out. It's just like some weird like. What were you saying, Drew? Like people misspell things because of the way the format is in the super chat.
They say that the super chat is tough.
What is this act? I've not heard of this.
It's because they said there's a character limit of 150, and so they have to reword it.
Okay.
You know, shorter to get all their words in.
But yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Same.
Following and help vets, can you help the world know about the Major Richard Starr Act Congress?
Something. Yeah.
Doesn't have any money for, quote unquote.
Oh, you know, can I say something real quick? This has to do with super chats. I should have run this by before, but I feel we've talked about it before. Hey, there's 6,000 people still here. We can do something really good. You guys reach out to us and you let us know what family we can support this year, and next week's super chat. Next week's live, all the super chat money is going to go to a first responder or veteran family in need for Christmas.
That's awesome.
Put you on the spot. I
Well,
should have done this, but
that's totally fine. I'm going to
Send some
re-put it on
candidates.
you. You got to pick the family that they suggest.
I'm asking the super chats and everyone that's going to watch this, and tens of thousands will watch it after it gets recorded. If you write us, give us just a quick write up of who they are and why they deserve it. Vanessa will go through them, and we will pick a winner, and we'll do it before next week, and we'll find who they are. And we'll say this is where all this money is going. I'm excited to do that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Mike
That's awesome.
Johnson has been referred to as a coalition actor. Tim Kennedy loves grenades so much his Christmas tree isn't decorated with ornaments. It's just a bunch of pins and signs that say "I hold these."
I think this is gonna like spawn a new like Tim Kennedy rivals Chuck Norris kind of jokes. So that's like all everybody's telling now.
Howard 1282 Major Richard Starr. Congress claims there's no money for it. Again, I do not.
Can you screenshot that for me, please, and I'll look it up.
Our Major Richard Starr Act provides that combat disabled retirees with fewer than 20 years of service may concurrently receive veteran disability compensation and retired pay or special compensation.
Is that a comment or a question?
No, that's what it is. We saying
Okay.
this. Yeah, text that to me, please.
All right, we can go do some other super chats now. We got 5 more minutes left.
Guys like Tim Kennedy are why I don't go to the VA. Why is Eric from Failure to Stop not commenting on TK?
What's that?
Why is Eric from Failure to Stop not commenting on TK?
Hey man, at the end of the day,
He did comment on TK.
I don't. The evidence is there. At the end of the day, you can be on whatever side you want to be on. I believe we've made a compelling argument. We've come with receipts, and if you don't see that, I don't know what to tell you.
I've said it multiple times. People that are financially invested in the name of Tim Kennedy are going to go to bat for Tim Kennedy. That's all. I mean, that's just, it is what it is.
You could just end it tomorrow. Just end it tomorrow.
Tim, end it
Finish it.
tomorrow. I don't have to do an episode 2, an episode 3. I don't have to bring the guys from the convoy that served honorably with you on here. I don't have to do that. Stop it now, and it's over.
Yeah.
Just do the right thing. I'm not. It's not a kiss the ring thing.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to come on this podcast and do it. Do it on your own platform. You will get views.
Yeah.
You will get respect, and you can move forward
100%.
with a clean slate, and it's over.
Yeah.
Mark Fleming says, "Give the donations to TK's family. They're gonna need it after this." God, it's savage.
I don't wish that on them though. I don't wish that on them.
They're doing just fine.
They're fine.
Tim reminds me of when I was an adolescent Boy Scout. I never did the work for merit badges. I read the description and said I could do that. Difference is I grew up and stopped lying. Marcus Stryker, $100. Thanks, man. 22
Thank you,
years, Leo, and still going. Love the show.
Hell
Great
yeah.
job to you guys and your crew. Here is some cigar and beer money, baby.
We'll
Thank
take it.
you.
We go through a lot during the show.
These are nice. Like these are really nice.
Thank you. We are proud of them.
Guys, if you like it, please hit that thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up.
Smash that like button.